Hi guys, and welcome to our space dedicated to English conversation with a not so late night with the Language Master Academy, as I always like to call our little Thursday night meeting. And tonight's theme will be checking homework. Okay, I am very satisfied because I received a lot of not a lot of emails, but a bunch of emails with your written homeworks, both from our Tuesday night students and our Thursday night students too, and I'm very satisfied with that. I'm so satisfied that I have decided to dedicate this very lesson to the checking of your very homework. So we are going to analyze a little bit of pictures, and I will try to read your written texts and check them and make a review of your text. So tonight we will have an occasion to we will get a chance to let's see, okay, not only improve our spoken English, but also try to improve and enhance our written skills, okay, our skills in written English. So let's start with the first one. Okay, I have no voice anymore, I'm sorry. Okay, I hope you can still understand what I'm trying to say to you, because I have been talking for the whole day and now my voice is starting to go away a little bit. But I have a glass of water, and with your permission, just let me take a sip of it. This is a bad time to have no more voice, but I'm starting to. Okay. Okay, whatever. Let's try to do this. Okay, we have 1 hour. In case I cannot talk anymore, I will call you and make you talk on the phone. But let's start with our first homework. I can try, but okay, now we are going to see the text so you can better have a reading of it. Last time, in the last lessons, we discussed about movies and analysis of a playbill, and how somewhat we talked about how images play an important role not only in movies themselves, but also in representing some details of the plot of a movie through official movie posters and so on. Then we talked about translation and adapting movie titles from the original title to Italian language and so on, and we had a lot of discussion about that. Okay, and we're still discussing on it on our Facebook group Showtime, on which is linked to our very official Facebook page, and then I gave you a homework. I told you to choose one playbill, one movie poster of your choice of the list that we have analyzed in the previous weeks, and I just told you, okay, try to do this exercise, try to watch it, try to observe it, and try to figure out what is the movie about. And you wrote something about that. Okay, what I have done here is just copy the playbill and pasting your original text. So your text will be full of mistakes, and I'm going to check it online tonight, okay, together with you. If you are connected with our chat room through our streaming page on YouTube, or whether you are connected with via mobile phone on our WhatsApp private group, don't hesitate to ask me whatever you feel like, and to comment on it if you have any doubts or whatever. Okay, if you don't have the chance to watch us online tonight, you will have the possibility to watch the whole lesson tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, or whenever you feel like, on our YouTube channel. Okay, so in that case, if you have any doubts by watching the lesson, you can write write me an email or write me a message or whatever, and we'll try to answer to your questions. Okay, so this is the original text which has been sent to me, which Chiara sent to me at the beginning of the week, and I'm trying to check this. Okay, she analyzed this playbill, and it was related to the place beyond the pines. And Chiara explained in her text that she has chosen this playbill because she already knows something about this movie, and she has already seen it, and so she already knows what she is talking about. And this is the text that she wrote. Now let's try to give a full check of the whole text. So she started out with this one. I cannot. I think you can read it, and it's readable. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So she told us, I would like to talk about the place beyond the pines. And then we have a first mistake. I'm trying to keep things as easy as possible. So it's not first thing first, but it's something similar, but it's not that. It's first thing first. Okay, for all people watching us tonight and on our YouTube channel, which may not have a full knowledge of English language, let's just give them a quick explanation of it. First thing first is a very common expression, particularly in American English, to say that something is of primary importance. Okay, it's the same as to say firstly, okay, or first of all. Okay, that's the same. First thing first means first of all. So I'm not just checking your text, Chiara, but I'm also trying to enhance it by adding some explanation for our audience. Okay, so first thing first, remember that one. Okay, it comes very handy in when you want to say something in a very colloquial way, and you have a very you want to have a very fluent style. Okay, you can say first thing first, I want to tell you something about this and that, and then moreover, and then you can add further information if you want. Okay, so I would like to talk about A Place Beyond the Pines, first thing first, because the actors is Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling. So if the actor is Bradley Cooper and then you also have Ryan Gosling, the actors are, of course, pay attention to grammar. You have to connect the verb with the subject. Okay, so we have two main characters, two main actors performing the movie. So Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling. So because the actors are Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling. So it is an enjoyable movie. An enjoyable movie. Remember that enjoyable begins with an E, so this is a vowel. So pay attention, words beginning with a vowel. If you want to use an indeterminate article with vowel beginning words, N. Okay, so we have to use N. An enjoyable movie. So, in the first, I don't know if we will have the time to do everything that I wanted to do with you tonight, but I'd like to check the text first and then try to enhance it by rephrasing some concepts in order to give more fluency and a higher, well-refined style to your written text. Let's see if we have the time to do everything, because I have a lot of other homeworks to check after this one, and it could be interesting. If we don't have time tonight, we can go on and keep on checking the text and enhancing and improving it and discuss about that next time. Okay, so don't worry, and if you have questions, you can just ask or write in the comments. Okay, so let's go, let's move forward. Now let's start. It begins the how can I tell that? I cannot find the words anymore, even in Italian. Damn. Okay, the plot begins. This is the beginning of the plot. Okay, so she's telling us about the plot of the movie. It's the story of a bad and I think that this is a racial profiling, and I don't think it is politically correct, but I think that you mean a bad guy who's better than Ryan Gosling. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not a fan of Ryan Gosling, not because I don't like it, but because I have never seen any movie with Ryan Gosling, and or maybe I did, but I don't remember. I remember Bradley Cooper. Of course, I've seen a lot of movies featuring Bradley Cooper, but I don't remember any movie with Ryan Gosling. Okay, so it seems that Chiara is a very fan of Ryan Gosling, but it's not gay. Okay, because gay means that I don't know, because I have not seen the movie, but I think there is a woman in there, and there is a couple, but and if they have had a baby naturally, maybe he's not a bad guy. Poor him. And I think he's the bad guy. Okay, usually in the movie lexicon, in movie vocabulary, okay, it's very common when talking about stories to talk about the good guy and the bad guy, not the bad gay. I always repeat myself when I say pay attention to vowels, pay attention to writing, because it's not I can understand the mistake, but it's okay. This is not meant for children. Okay, this video is not meant for children. So keep your children away from the screen, because I can say something which is maybe a little bit too hard. But what I want to say is the good guy and the bad guy. So let's do like this. Bad guy. Okay, not bad gay, but a bad guy. And here, and let's make it bolder, because it's a full step, and the full step is always around the corner. Don't get confused with orthography and pronunciation, because I always say just not pay attention to writing style and to pronunciation. You have to pay attention to both, because it's easy to misplace beach with bitch, okay? So beach with bitch, and sheet with shit. But not only, okay, also peace with piss, and also brother with brothel. Okay, if you don't know what a brothel is, check it on Google, maybe on a Cambridge dictionary, okay, because it's not the same thing, and it doesn't mean that a guy is gay, okay? These are different concepts. Remember, so orthography. So first thing first, orthography. And second, no, it's not it's not in the second place, but first thing first, okay? First rule, okay, pay attention to orthography. And another first rule, so first thing first, part 2, pay attention to pronunciation, because you never know what you're going to say when you write something wrong or you mispronounce a word, okay? If you say piss instead of peace, if you say bitch instead of beach, a lot of things can happen during conversation. Remember, maybe you are on vacation with your friends, and you decide to go to the seaside and say, hey guys, you make some friends on the place, and maybe you are on the East Coast in the United States, in Florida, I don't know, whatever, okay, whatever place you feel like going, and you say, Jose, hey guys, let's go to the beach. Okay, which beach do you know? Okay, it's not the beach, it's the beach. Okay, and it's not gay, but it's guy. Okay. Maybe we can have another lesson on how English language evolved and how English language was standardized in written form, because it's very important to recognize how the two phenomena works entwined together one another. Okay, it's not that pronunciation is tough to manage in English, but remember that there's always a connection. There are some rules, and the majority of them sometimes may seem awkward to us, but it's not like that. It's just that it's a bit more complicated than it is in Italian. So it is the story of a bad guy. Who's better than Ryan Gosling? Okay, I don't know. Okay, you tell me. Who's a biker that finds out. Third person. Remember to add the s ending when you are talking in third person singular. Okay. Who find out to have had a baby with his fist love. I'm sorry. I think you wanted to. This is gonna be a little bit hot, but it's first love. And if you want, I can explain this to you privately. I don't want to talk about this topic tonight. But it's first love, your first love. But she didn't tell him because of his disorderly life. There are some points which sounds a little bit awkward here. A biker that finds out to have had a baby. A biker. We could use a relative pronoun here if we want to improve our style. Okay, who finds out that. If you say that to have had a baby, you mean that he delivered the baby in hospital. That is, it's not him. He became a father, okay, of a baby. So he to have become father. So who finds out that he became father. Because it's not him who, biologically speaking, had the baby. If you say that he had the baby, you means that he was the one going to hospital and delivering the baby himself. Okay, but it's not possible. Male cannot give life to babies like that. Okay, so he just became father. Okay. And we can say, but this is going to become a little bit trickier than I thought it was in the first place, because a biker who finds out that he became father with his first love, but she didn't tell him because of his disorderly life. I don't like this one. I'm going to check them on dictionary what you wanted to say, but we can say rambunctious. Maybe it's a little too pompous, and we can use another word maybe. So a biker who finds out that he became father. Now, it is better to say something like this. A biker who finds out to be the father of a baby he had with his first love, or a baby born born after the relationship with his first love. Okay, if we want to keep first love, we can do something like this. It's not perfect, it's not flawless, but I like it very much than before. So a biker who finds out to be the father of a baby born after the relationship as a consequence of the relationship he had with his first love. And since it's going to become a little bit long as a sentence, I'd like to say period here and start a whole new sentence. So instead of starting a new sentence with but, I'd rather prefer say however, she didn't tell him because of his of his disorderly life. We cannot use disorderly because disorderly is an adverb, and so before life, which is a noun, we need an adjective. So we can say. I don't know because I haven't seen the movie, so I cannot say. I couldn't say how to render this this part. Okay, let's see if we have some comments here. And no, nobody's going to answer to me. But okay, if you're online, if you want to take part into the conversation, okay, join us and give us suggestion in our chat room. So what? Where was I? Okay, here. So a biker who finds out to be the father of a baby born as a consequence of the relationship he had with his first love. However, she decided, instead of saying she didn't tell him, let's just do enliven a little bit the style. She decided not to tell him. She decided not to tell me. So a negative infinitive. She decided what? She decided not to do something. She decided not to tell him because of his reckless life, maybe reckless. We can also see if we have some synonyms of reckless. Okay. Computer's crashing and I think he's going to break down. I hope not. Fingers crossed. I'm waiting for a reply. No way. Okay, he just crashed. Okay, so we have to wait for a response, and to the computer is not responding anymore. So in the meanwhile, while I'm waiting for the program to retrieve, I'm going to find out some useful synonym for you. So if you go on the internet and try to find out some synonyms, you can just try to write okay, it retrieved. You can just try to type into Google, okay, reckless synonym, and try to find out some synonym. Okay, this is the dictionary definition of reckless. So rash, careless, thoughtless, incautious, heedless, unheeding. Okay, heedless of danger or the consequences of one's action, rash or impetus. So his rash life, reckless life, you can say reckless life, you can say careless life. Because maybe if he's living, okay, reckless life, what does that mean? That just living as there was as if there was no tomorrow. Okay, that what reckless life means. Living without thought, living carelessly. carelessly, okay. Carelessly, okay, living carelessly without any care of anything, okay, without thinking about things, okay. So he has a sort of dangerous, okay, or dangerous life. So you can say reckless or dangerous, it depends on the character, okay. You can also say dangerous life, okay, it's as an alternative. Okay, I like this one. I like this one because of, that's good. That's good. Okay, we've learned that. We've learned this pattern some while ago, and okay, this explains the reason of something. Because of is used to explain some reason. Then let's move on. Okay, trying to help the woman to grow up the baby. No, you cannot say grown up. Grown up means adult. Okay, grown up means act like a grown up. Okay, grown up means adult. Grown up is a past participle, so you cannot use it in this way, but you have to change it. You have to say, maybe you can say grow up to grow up the baby. You need the base form, but it doesn't make any sense at all in this context. You cannot use grow up because grow up, it's an intransitive verb. Okay, you grow up, I grow up, or when you say to a kid, what do you want to do when you grow up? So you grow up, okay, and you decide what to do with your life when you grow up. The transitive verb is grow, but grow is just like growing plants, okay? So you can grow plants in a garden, but you cannot grow a baby, okay? It seems like that you are watering the baby or stuff like that. You can say raising, to raise the baby. Help a woman, and we can also, particularly in American English, we can also omit to. So trying to help the woman raise the baby, he starts to rob bank. Okay, or he robs one single bank repeatedly, so it is he robbed the bank. Or if he starts robbing, or he starts to rob, it's indifferent. Several, many different banks. Okay, remember the plural form. So he starts to rob banks. He starts to rob banks to give her and their baby the money. Full stop. Okay, period, like that. Okay, just try to end the money they need to carry on, maybe. Okay, so I like it much more. Not because it is a mistake, but because I feel that the sentence ending with money feels like incomplete. It seems that something is missing. Okay, so when you write in English, I know that we never have the time to sit down and concentrate and focus on our tasks and activities, and we are trying our best to cope with works and quarantine and paranoia and viruses and on and so on. But when we perform, when we carry out exercises in writing, never rush, never be in a hurry. Okay, that's my recommendation. Okay, let's be patient. Okay, you have to feel curious. You have to be willing to know more and finding new words and try to improve your skills in writing. Okay, so don't be afraid to write more instead of less. Okay, this way we can improve really faster. And on the other side, there is, again, pay attention, not ordinary, but an ordinary. Okay, an ordinary. An ordinary and respected policeman. On the other side, there is an ordinary respected policeman. Okay, I'm starting to get thrilled by the movie. The story of the biker meets the policeman's one. It's a little bit contorted. The story of the biker meets Okay, you can say that, and I stopped talking about the movie because there will be turns of events and I don't want to spoil and I don't want to. Okay, now I'm going to rectify this part. Okay, because it's a little bit messy, and but there is something that I want to highlight first. Spoiler is a noun, so we cannot use it as a verb. The verb is to spoil, so I don't want to spoil anything. Okay, so and I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything. To spoil. Verb is spoil. You can spoil. What does spoil mean? Spoil has several meanings. The first meaning of spoil is to ruin by bad habits. For example, you can spoil, and you can use it as a transitive verb. For example, you can spoil a baby. Sometimes grandparents are known to spoil babies by giving them too much toys and presents and so on, and never scolding them and letting them doing whatever they want to and so on. So that's spoiling. You can spoil a baby like that. Or you can spoil the ending of a movie, that is foretelling to the audience how the movie will end before they have seen the movie at all. So that's the second meaning of spoiling something, so to spoil. From that word, the noun spoiler derives. So the story of the biker meets the police. The story. If you say that the story of the biker meets the policeman's one, it seems that, oh, hi, I'm the story of the biker. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm the story of the policeman. Okay, it sounds something like that, and it sounds a little bit awkward. Okay, they meet each other. You can say that. During the story, okay, or during the development, okay, of the story, the biker. You can say the biker. Eventually, I can foretell that maybe here something bad is happening. So the biker eventually mess up with the policeman. That's much simpler. To mess up, okay? To mess up means that it makes something wrong, and the story, let's say, of the biker mixes up in a mingled, contorted way, okay? Something troublesome is going to happen, okay? And because something is mixing up, but in a bad manner, okay? With the policeman's story, okay? Let's say that. So the biker eventually gets in trouble, okay, with the policeman, okay, because their story mix. The biker crosses the path of the policeman. There is another way to tell that. And eventually is a good word because it doesn't mean what it seems to mean in Italian. This is a false friend, okay? This is not to be translated with eventualmente, but it means at a certain point. So eventually, okay, I don't know when, but in the course of the action, at a certain point, I don't want to be precise because I don't know the exact time of these events, so I can say eventually. So the biker eventually messes up with the policeman, or gets in trouble, but mess up with, I'd rather use that because you used with, so eventually messes up with the policeman. And I stopped talking, okay, about the movie because there will be turns of event. Okay. And that's understood. Italian, we have to write Italian with the capital I. So always when we write adjectives concerning nationalities, we have to write them with capital letters. Okay, when we say Italian language, I'm Italian, German language, German people, French language, and so forth. Okay, we have to use capital letters always in written language. Okay, so the Italian title as a thunder, okay, come un tuono. Oh, it has a particular meaning. This I didn't know. So during this movie, there is a sentence that can summarize the film. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but you see that this part is okay. Here Italian once again. Summarize is underlined with the red line, not because it's wrong, but because I have chosen American English orthography, and in American English this is not correct. This is only UK English. So summarize is UK, and while I'll write it in brackets, the US version is summarize. What's curious is that summarize as a version of the word is accepted in UK orthography, but you cannot write summarize in US. But whatever, I'll keep it like that because I see that you have already used film, okay, and so that's okay. But stylistically speaking, if you want to say first thing first, that's really American, I would say, because a lot of American people use first thing first instead of firstly. It's a very informal way of saying things, okay? Instead of saying first of all, which is a standard way of expressing the concept, okay? Instead of saying firstly, you say, yeah, first thing first, okay? It's okay, you feel more confident or stuff like that. Okay, so first thing first. So it sounds like more American. So I thought you were using American style, and also because we were talking about Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. Isn't that Bradley Cooper? Now that I see that, isn't Bradley Cooper or is it Bradley? Let me check this out. Oh, I'm ignorant in that part. Let me check the name. Yeah, it's Bradley Cooper. Oh, of course, shit, I forgot that. I have the playbill here. Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Okay, so Bradley. Pay attention to name. Usually the name Bradley is always written like this, so Bradley with the E between L and Y, Bradley. Yeah, you don't hear the E when pronounced, but this is common because if you think about words like valley, okay, and so on, you have EY, but you pronounce it valley, okay, Bradley, okay, Bradley Cooper and Valley and so on. We can have a lesson if you want about how to pronounce English names, because there are tons of strange names in English language, and even more even stranger are the pronunciation in English of foreign names. Okay. In my personal case, for example, I have a very strange name, but I don't want to talk about my name because it has a bad story in English history, and it is a bad stereotype in the United States too, so better not to mention that much. Okay, so let's move on to the end of your homework. So the biker eventually messes up with the policeman, and I stop talking about the movie because there will be turns of event that I won't spoil anything. Okay, the Italian title Comuntuano has a particular meaning. Okay, during this movie, or during the movie, okay, whatever, there's a sentence that can summarize I would say the whole. I would just add the whole film. Okay, which let's add a little bit of substance to the sentence. Okay, that's not bad. But during this movie, there is a sentence which I would say summarizes. And I would just erase can, because I don't like it very much. It's not that the movie has the sentence has the ability, but it's part of the sentence. So it would be maybe more natural to say there is a sentence which summarizes the whole film pretty well. Let's just add it. Okay, this is a way to add a personal touch to the sentence, okay? It makes me feel that you are giving me your impression, your opinion, okay? Adding adjectives, adding comments, and adding personal comments is a good way to express your feelings and your ideas. So let's stop and put an end to I think, in my opinion, for me. I hate that. I hate people when start a review with for me. It's too basic. It's too fundamental. It's too I wouldn't say odd, but you can say that. You can say that, of course. But there are a lot of people who, when talking, keeps on repeating for me, for me, for me. It's boring. It's annoying. Okay, stop repeating for me. Yeah, of course. The second step is for me, in my opinion, I think that, okay, and so on. You can use that. That is pretty good because you are varying with your words and vocabulary, okay. But you can also give information in different ways. For example, by adding adjectives, by adding something more, by adding a personal touch, okay? So the whole film pretty well, okay? So in my opinion, during the movie, there is a sentence which, in my humble opinion, okay, summarizes the whole film pretty well, okay? Or if it is not your opinion, you can just say pretty well because you don't give a shit about what other people think, okay? This is your opinion and you want to give a lesson to us. If you run like thunder, you crash like a lightning. Thunderbolts. This I don't know. We'll have to check. We'll have to check on the internet because I don't remember. I don't know because I have never seen the movie. But I'm going to check the sentence on the internet. If you're not sure, you can go and check on different database. You have a database. Okay, if you write like lightning. This is the we have www.quotes.net. So if you want to take notes about this site that I'm watching online, okay, it's www.quotes. Okay, so quotes.net, and it's Robin saying, if you ride like lightning, you are going to crash like thunder. Okay, let's see, what did you write, Chiara? If you're going to crash like if you ride like lightning, you are going to crash like thunder. Okay, so it's if you ride, because there is a motorbike there, so if it's riding, it's not running. If you ride like thunder, you're going to crash like lightning without articles. See how English language doesn't make the same use of articles as we do in Italian language, okay? So always pay attention to that. If you ride like thunder, you are going to crash. You are going to crash. It's to be going to future, okay? In this way, it is no intention. It is no will of the subject. It is a forecast, an objective forecast. I know, because if you ride like thunder, if you go so fast, you're about to crash, okay? You are meant to crash, okay? It's your fate, it's your destiny. And I'm telling you, if you ride like that, 99% you are going to crash like lightning. So it's not you will crash or you crash, but just you are going to crash. Okay, though it's not thunderbolts. Okay, thunderbolts is slightly different. Okay, it's lightning. Okay, lightning. In this case, the meaning is so fast. Okay, in a glimpse of an eye. Okay, sincerely, I don't remember puns in the movie, and so I appreciate better the Italian title than the original one. Okay, I appreciate better the Italian title than the original one. You can say I rather prefer the Italian title than the original one. Okay, that is I prefer the Italian title. No, let's just remove rather. I prefer the Italian title to the original one. Okay, because in this case we have no comparative. So I prefer something to something else. Remember, we did an example once. For example, I prefer cats to dogs. A lot of people when learning English think that prefer is a verb connected to comparative. We are making a sort of comparison, but strictly speaking, this is no comparative at all. So it's just I prefer cats to dogs, okay? So I prefer cats to dogs. I'm just going to see if we have comments. Oh, we have a message here maybe. Is that for us? Chiara is saying that reckless life is perfect. Yeah, he's a bad guy with a reckless life. Okay, he likes that. She likes that. Okay, so I'm just going to end that up. And if you have time, Chiara, I'd like to have a chat with you. So it's long time we have no occasion to chat in English, and I miss that really much. And so I'd like to hear your opinion about that. So I prefer, in this case, going back to the example, okay, I prefer cats to dogs, so I prefer the Italian title to the original one. So it's a drama action, okay, because we are talking about this specific movie, okay, it's one of the genre. So it's a drama action movie, and we are adding an information, so I would say and a well-acted movie as well, comma. That is to say, it's a drama action movie as well as being a well-acted movie. Then, once more, pay attention to this one, well-acted. We could have said, for example, and well-acted too. It's a drama action movie and well acted too. In this case, well acted is just the action expressed in a past participle form. So well acted stands like this, okay? But in your sentence, we have well acted movie. In this case, well acted is a pre-modifier of the word movie. In this case, when we have a complex pre-modifier, such in this case in English, we have to perform hyphenation, okay? So we have to add a hyphen between well and acted to improve readability and to make reader understand that well acted, in this case, it's not a standalone expression, but it is a whole pre-modifier related to the word movie, okay? So well acted, movie. Otherwise, I could be puzzled when reading something, and things like this can get even more complex than that in English. So it's really important to understand how to properly use hyphenation when using lots of pre-modifiers. And if you want to use English with a lot of adjectives and you want to add some spice to your speech, using adjective is suggested. But if you are using too many adjectives, you will end up needing a lot of hyphenation, okay? So it's a drama action movie and a well-acted movie as well, and you should see it despite you don't love despite you don't love you don't know if we don't like Bradley and Ryan. On the contrary, I don't know Ryan, and I really appreciate Bradley. I like him. He's an outstanding actor. He's fantastic, and I've seen him both in comedies and also in the dramatic action movies, and he's really terrific. He's really outstanding. So I think that it's not despite you don't love, but even if you don't love Bradley Cooper, okay? So regard, or better, if you want to use an even more advanced expression, regardless of something. So there is no regardless of, so with no regard of your preferences, okay? Regardless of your preferences, okay? for your actors' preferences, regardless of your taste or your love for Bradley and Ryan, or regardless of, or better, even better, regardless of, pay attention to this one, check this out, regardless of whether you love Bradley and Ryan or not. Regardless of whether, what does whether mean? Whether means if, okay? If, regardless of whether you love Bradley and Ryan or not, okay? Or just the same, even if you don't love Bradley and Ryan. This means that I am adding an if clause here, and so I'm saying I don't know if you love Bradley and Brian or not, but even if you don't love Bradley and Brian, you have to watch the movie, because it's not about the actors, it's about the movie as a whole, So regardless of whether you love Bradley and Ryan or not. Okay, so just 1 second of break, because I have to plug the computer in, okay, otherwise we will lose the connection, so I'll be back in a while. And here I am. Okay, so, okay, are you ready for 5 minutes of delirium? Yeah, let's see if Chiara is ready to pick up the receiver and have a chat with us. Okay, I'll give you the time to pick up your phone and be ready to answer to my call. Okay, not to Michael, to my call. Okay. Ha ha ha, very 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 funny. And then alas, we have no more time to check the other homeworks, but maybe I can do this one next time, because next time we are going to talk about photograph descriptions, and I want to talk with Michele and Alessia both, because you delivered to me this fantastic and detailed description of these two pictures, and so we are going to talk about that maybe next time. Okay, and as for this time, I want to know what I have to. No, you don't have to go. I'm calling Chiara. Is he going to answer or not? Hi, Chiara, how you doing? Long time no see you.
Hi, Guido.
Hi. Okay, you said to me that you gotta go. Why? We still have a couple of minutes. We can have a chat in English. So what do you think about chat? Yeah.
I am a liar. I have to stay here.
Of course you have to stay there, because as far as I know, you don't work in a 24/7 pharmacy, so there is no point in going out at this hour. Okay, so what do you think about the movie? Okay, and what do you think about my checking? Did I guess that right or not?
Sorry, I don't understand you. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, did I guess that right or not? Because I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not sure about everything that I have said before. Do you agree?
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. You have you have described the movie better than me.
Oh, and I haven't seen it. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so a good review for me. Okay, I'm so happy. And what about the movie? Could you tell me 3 adjectives to describe the movie? So, on the spur of the moment.
3 adjectives.
Yeah, 3, or maybe even 1. Okay, if you cannot find 3.
I used the adjectives also in the mail. I think that it's an action movie.
Yeah, but I want to know more adjectives. I'll tell you three adjectives. I'll pick three, and you tell me if they are right or not. Okay? Is the movie
Okay.
exciting?
Yeah, exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the movie thrilling?
Yeah, thrilling.
Thrilling. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the movie scary?
Sorry, I don't
Is
understand.
is it scary? Frightening, scary.
Scary? Yeah.
Is it scary like horror movies or?
No, not like horror movies because there was no. Uh,
No gory scenes, no such,
yeah,
okay,
yes,
no dismemberment and
yeah,
okay, stuff like
no
that, okay.
death.
So it's no hostel, okay. It's like
Okay.
okay, and is it violent?
Mm, it is a little violence,
Okay,
but
okay, there's just a
not
little.
at all.
Okay,
Okay.
there's just a little violence. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. I can see that you are so nervous and anxious. Okay, when I call people, they all get anxious. They don't want to answer and to pick up the receiver and to answer to my calls. But okay, so thank you so much, Chiara, for tonight's chat, and hopefully we can see you soon. Okay, I have no more voice anymore. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to greet
Thank
somebody?
you.
Your family and friends around the world? Do you want to say hello to somebody?
I want to say hello to Michela and Gabriele.
Okay, so Michele and Gabriele, if you are watching, say hello.
I miss you.
We miss you too. Thank you so much, Chiara. See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice night.
Yeah, okay, I still have an hour of work. Okay, and okay, they are adding. Okay, Michela is saying the whole thing reversed. Okay, I mean. I'm sorry. Chiara wrote that this drama action movie, you have to watch the movie regardless of Bradley and Ryan, regardless of the fact that you love Brian or not, okay, despite of this, okay, don't forget about Bradley and Ryan. This is a very good movie, but Michela is saying the whole contrary, and she says that not for the plot, but for Bradley and Ryan. Okay, I think she's a Bradley Cooper enthusiast and a very fan of him. Okay, so this is a little exercise in style, and maybe we will have the occasion to do this and have more chances to do things like this. And in the meanwhile, before moving forward to our Japanese lesson, I just wanted to give you a news, but I don't have. Maybe I can show you. Maybe I can show you. No. Let me check. I wanted to show you something. Here we go. I have already set up. We still have to add a lot of content, but this is something new that we are implementing on our website, and is the Moodle platform that I wanted to talk to you about. So very soon, I think that for the next season, you will get the chance to be part of our Moodle Academy, and we are going to add a lot of contents, lessons, exercises, quizzes, evaluation tests, and we will have the possibility to practice even more. And he will be integrated and with our website and also with our YouTube channel. So this summer, I think there will be a lot of work to do, and so stay tuned and be part of Language Master Academy. Okay. And as for the rest, I say hello to you and tell you that we will have the chance to see. You will have the chance to see me. Maybe is a good thing, maybe not. Okay, in our next lesson, next Thursday, always 8 to 9 p.m. Now I have to switch everything off because I have to change the studio for our Japanese lesson. So take care and have a good night.